All right, motherfuckers, we're back. Today I'm joined by the one and only Logan P.
T.
Logan, we're gonna go with P anyway for penis. Logan Penis Toleman, also known as colloquially known locally as Tolly.
That is correct. Hello, everyone.
Now introduce yourself a little bit here. You are the one and only.
I am the lead singer and guitar player for post-hardcore band Reverse the Grin.
Whoa! What the fuck?
What the fuck? What?
Did I hear right? I think you have a show coming up
Oh yeah,
Saturday, April 26th
correct.
at the historic Peabody's
That would be right.
in downtown Plattsburgh.
Yes.
What's the lineup? We got
We have
Never Fall Apart.
Never Fall Apart.
Hell
and
yeah! Shout out to the
Rain
boys.
Havoc.
Oh yeah! Oh my
Yeah.
God! It's a boys' night.
It is a
It's gonna
boys'
be a night
night.
for the boys, dude.
There's gonna be vendors there. There's gonna be a tattoo artist, and all the proceeds are going to sexual assault services.
Oh, I forgot about that shit. That's arguably like the coolest part of the show.
Oh yeah, I'm so
Hell yeah,
excited.
dude.
So excited.
Are you gonna get yadded? Do you have any? Yeah, you're yadded up a little bit, right?
Yeah, I'm yadded up. I have this is a Trivium one.
Hell yeah.
This is a Pillar of Serpents. Their 2019 re-release. 2017. I don't remember. A year. No, yeah, 2017.
Whatever it is.
That's when the sentence came out.
Cool.
And then this is Black by Pearl Jam.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yep.
That's what you got so far? Or is it just
That's
the
all I've got
visible
so
ones?
far. I'm probably gonna get some ink at the show before my set.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
I have a bunch planned out because I do need more tats.
Is it just like they're gonna have like some flash? And you just choose and
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
I think it's only one artist, but I mean, I'm hoping that it's gonna get nice and filled out. I mean, I've been promoting it like crazy, so.
hell yeah, man.
We'll see.
We were talking before we started. Well, we were rolling, but before we started actually rolling, this crazy ass coffee table that I have has like 1,000 stickers that I've just like accumulated over the years. I think that I started with a sticker pack that I just bought from Amazon. That's like all the ones that are like the Ghostbusters. Like all the ones that have like the thick white outline, but like all the rest of them are just like whatever I've gotten over the years. And while I could definitely do for like I could definitely go for a way better coffee table because like this is a huge piece of shit. It's become like an epitaph to like my life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
100%.
So I just like don't want to give it up. But I feel I'm interested to know if you feel the same way. That's how I feel about tattoos.
Yeah, no, I
You just gotta
absolutely
collect them
agree.
along the way.
It shows your journey as you kind of you mature and you grow and how you kind of evolve over the years and what your interests are and just how your life perception changes. So it is really interesting.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. I have a, speaking of tattoo enthusiasts, Mike, who's usually my co-host here, he can't be here today.
Sorry, Mike.
Motherfucker told me, I called him earlier and I was like, hey man, that's kind of out of nowhere, but if you're free in a couple hours, we're going to do we got a pod lined up. And he was like, oh man, yeah, sorry. He's like, he is busy. He's like, I'm kind of busy, but I can't really, I'm going to be skiing tomorrow. And I was like, yeah, that would be pretty hard to sit down and talk for an hour if you have to ski the next day. Like, fuck, man.
Dude, I feel like I'm missing out on the winter sports thing.
Yeah, I don't really do any of it.
I'm just a gym guy. Like my bandmates do it. They ski and they snowboard. I think primarily, yeah, they snowboard. And they're always talking about ripping the mountain, and all my friends from back home do it, and I don't.
Yeah, and have you ever tried?
No, I haven't. Actually, the reason I haven't is because I have a hip deformity.
Oh, whoa!
Yeah,
Hell yeah!
It's called a cam deformity.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about this
Yeah,
actually
so,
the other
like-
night when I was hammered
outside of the
Monopole.
monopole. So like your hip joint, the ball and socket, the ball is like swelled up like a balloon. It's pretty gross. It pops out of place all the time. It's kind of fun. I somehow managed to get through all of high school sports with it.
What?
And not.
Really?
I just thought like I just sucked at running, but
Yeah.
no, I have a hip problem.
Wow, dude. So is it like have to go to the doctor to like fix it like when it happens, or do you just kind of like snap that shit back
It
in?
auto snaps.
Oh.
It's like constantly just going. Every
Damn.
step I take.
So is there a surgery for that?
Yeah,
or?
I think they just gotta like shave down the bone, but I'm 20 something and I don't feel like getting surgery on my hip before the 3 starts in my age, you know?
Yeah, I would feel that too. Try to ride it, and then I'd feel like it'd be like I could hear a doctor being like, yeah, if you can deal with it, maybe don't worry about it, because like hip surgery, like any surgery, kind of sucks. You know what I mean? It has complications.
That's like a major surgery too, like going in and shaving down the bone.
Yeah, dude.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm real good without that.
It's not like, like, I don't know. Your hip's pretty fucking deep in there.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Have you had other surgeries, dude?
Nah, I've actually, I mean, from like physical injury, I've only like broken like 2 bones, but I've had a plethora of concussions.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, I think
football?
Football, lacrosse, wrestling.
Damn.
I think most of them were for football. I was not good at football, like at all. I sucked at football.
Yeah. I didn't even try.
I was a lacrosse guy through and through. But yeah, football's where I got my most. But I don't think it's had long-term results. I'm normal and well-adjusted.
Definitely, dude. You're singing at a post hardcore band, dude. Of course, same dude, same here.
Yeah. Sane, normal, have control over my emotions. Totally.
I feel like I was telling somebody about this recently, and maybe it was you, and I just totally forgot again because I wasn't blacked out, but I was pretty hammered.
You were controlling yourself pretty fine though.
I was doing all right. It didn't really hit me until I got home, and I was like, oh fuck. You're not from Plattsburgh, right?
No, sir.
No, you're going to school here?
Yeah, I go to school here. I'm from like the Saratoga area,
Oh, okay.
so I'm like 2 hours downstate.
Oh shit! All right, so not too far away.
No.
Do you ever? Jesus Christ, you might not have even been alive. In '99, we had the giant ice storm.
Yeah.
In this area.
Yep.
Were you born after '99?
Yes.
2001. Farther. You're younger than Shrek, dude.
I'm younger than Shrek.
Oh, that's crazy.
And that's how we're gonna age me.
All
we're
right.
just gonna leave it there. I'm younger than Shrek.
It's like AD and BC. It's
Exactly.
like after, like before Shrek, after Shrek.
But yeah,
that's how I categorize
I
things.
do know about that storm. My mom went to Plattsburgh, so I'm a 2nd-generation Cardinal.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah, dude. I was 4. I was 4 or 5, and it was. I mean, I don't really remember it, but it was obviously fucking brutal.
Yeah.
We all packed into one of my family members' houses. I don't remember, my grandmother's or whatever, and we had a gas generator that was just. I think it was in the garage, but like, me and my other cousins, we were just crawling around on the floor. You know what I mean? As you do when you're 4,
As
you're
a
running
4-year-old
around.
does.
Dude, low-key, I remember I had it wasn't mine, but I think it was like my cousin had a Sega. What was the handheld Sega? Was it a Lynx? Do you remember that shit?
I think the Sega Lynx. I had a PSP. I was a PlayStation Portable kid.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Hell
I think it was the. I think it was the Lynx.
But no one fucking had it.
No.
But I remember I was playing that, and then like I just passed out, and I don't remember anything after that point. Like, long story short, the carbon monoxide from the gas generator was just like seeping into the house, like, and I guess like, I don't know, maybe it's heavier than air or whatever. It's sinking to the floor. So us shorter motherfuckers who were kids, specifically just me, I got horrendous carbon monoxide poisoning, and like almost took me out. Honestly, I was 4, and like you go long enough without oxygen in your brain, especially when you're 4 years old, shit's not going to be great.
That explains a lot.
But yeah, no, dead ass, yeah. But I'm trying to do the same thing as you, where I'm like, I tried to like, I've tried to like look up any like studies that like, if you have this kind of, I guess, injury or experience in your youth where you kind of almost die, like, is there any long-term effects?
There has to be.
There has to be. But I can't find anything that says that there are. I'm like, this can't be normal. I got swords on the walls, dude.
I mean, I think any kind of trauma to the head, because that does mess with your head quite a bit. I think it
dude.
It has made us into the people that we are. Which that type of person is a raging dork. That's just who I am as a person.
Yeah, man. Are you the black sheep of the Toleman clan?
Oh,
dude?
100%.
The same here, man.
100%.
Yeah.
The Toleman clan is a very much like a cookie cutter, like American nuclear family. Like, you know, my dad's in the military. My mom's an educator. We live in a big red house, 2 golden retrievers.
Dude.
Like, it's like, it is like cookie cutter nuclear family.
Like the American dream, dude.
But yeah, no, I'm 100% the black sheep. As far as just like my taste in things and like, and everything, and just like I did theater in high school and middle school, and
well, I was too afraid to do. We called it drama, but
yeah, no, it was called drama club. Yeah. But I'm definitely the most out there for my family, and you know, I've come to embrace it since I've got to college and became more experienced.
It was I'm definitely the same way. I wonder what it is really, because like my family's similar, you know what I mean? Like, a majority of them, like, you know, like there's definitely like a North Country, like redneck, like flavor to it, but it's like, that's not the majority. Otherwise it is pretty normal, you know, like dog, you know what I mean? Like normal house, not a lot of crazy shit going on. Some of my other cousins, I got a couple other weird cousins, but like, it's pretty much like there's no other like musicians really in the family. Sometimes, you know, a couple like, you know, I'll pick up piano for a while, get a couple, everyone sings a little bit, but no one like has pursued, no one's doing this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think? What did this to us, dude?
I have no idea because mine's genuinely the same way. Like my dad's like a very percussively inclined individual, I guess.
He's always hitting stuff.
Always hitting stuff. We used to have a kit in the basement when I was in like 10th grade. We used to like do jam sessions, just my dad and I. He had like no like drum training or anything, but he would just always mess around with it. But like that's
beating the skins is fun no matter who you are, dude. It's a fun time.
That was like the extent of it. Like no one else in my family is really musically inclined. No musicians, no one else that did like theater or anything.
Mostly same here, yeah.
It's just I don't know what it is. Like you said, like there's that redneck flair to my family because I come from like I live in the middle of nowhere. Yeah,
you get just that little drop in the paint can. You know what I mean? So it's off white. You know,
it is off white, correct. But like out of all my cousins, like you know we're pretty close, but like you know one's a starting quarterback for the high school football team. The other one's a full-time welder.
Yeah, dude.
My sister's a softball player here, and I'm the musician.
You're a fucking weirdo, dude.
I'm the weirdo.
You're the
and
creep.
I'm totally
What are you doing here, dude?
I don't belong here.
This guy doesn't belong. Get out of my fucking house.
But yeah, no, I genuinely I don't know. I think it might have something to do with our past head traumas.
It could be, dude.
But I don't know. I really don't know. But I also think that like the black sheeps of families tend to gravitate towards each other.
Yeah, for sure.
And like just because like you know similar experiences of being the odd one out just kind of draws people together.
What, did it hit early for you? Like was it like always?
Oh yeah, it was always that way.
Fucking, I know you're a big Pierce the Veil guy.
I am.
You used to have some PTV posters in the
PTV posters, the Panic at the Disco posters, the Trivium posters, and then all my nerd shit. That's no one else in my family is like that. Like my Godzilla obsession.
You're a Godzilla guy, dude?
Oh,
what?
Oh, you have zero clue. I am probably one of the biggest Godzilla fans that I know, dude. If not the biggest. My best friend in my fraternity, my name in his phone is Godzilla Fan 69.
Ah, hell yeah.
Yep.
Oh, dude. I'm also a bit of a Godzilla fan, dude.
I'm like, it's a real good time.
I have some of the Dark Horse comics.
Oh, let's go. The Godzilla comics are so slept on.
I know. I got them like forever ago, so it's been a while since I've read them, but I was like, these are fucking fire.
Yeah.
Did you play like Destroy All Monsters?
Destroy All Monsters Melee, Save the Earth, Godzilla Unleashed. Yeah, I played all that shit.
So fucking good. And it's like I feel like I had to battle. I was playing that shit. I was playing that shit in elementary school.
I wasn't alive.
That's early elementary for me. But still, because I remember I told my mom that I thought Godzilla was cool. She found and I just got in a GameCube, and she's like, I found this game. And I was like, I didn't even know this existed. But talking about Godzilla at school, like and like any nerd shit really, like I just couldn't, like no one cared.
Yeah.
And I had to like try to make the case like, no, he's a big monster, he's cool. And but the as like a fighting game, they're so like in their own lane.
100%.
Because there's like destructible environments, you can pick up buildings, there's like events that you can trigger and shit in the shit in the stages. I know there's like elements of that in other games, like especially like Smash Brothers, but like not really. You know
not
what
really,
I mean?
Especially like the just the camera perspective and in the way like you can move around the environment in a 360-degree direction. That wasn't done. That was pretty innovative for the time.
Yeah. Comparing it to something, you know, like old staples like Tekken and like Street Fighter, it's like there's stuff going on in the background, but it's just set dressing.
Yeah.
You know, it just looks cool.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so, that's not a hard and fast rule. Obviously, there's some stuff that is interactive, but yeah, those games are super slept on. What's the top 3 monsters for you think?
Oh my god. See that does fluctuate from day to day because sometimes I'll rewatch an old Godzilla film and I'll be like, oh man, this movie's like this is becoming one of my favorites. But
yeah, man.
Top 3. Number 1 is the Big G, always, forever, and always, because Godzilla 1954, the original, is my favorite movie of all time.
Did you? Sorry, I asked you to give a list, and now I'm cutting you off. Did you fucking see this guy? This guy made a. I think it's like a Godzilla fan film, but it's in the style of like that first movie.
Yeah,
you've seen that where it's all CG.
Yep.
I wish I like remembered the name. That is so like it looks real.
It looks so good.
I can't believe how fucking I would have just believed that it was entirely like, you know, clay models or like miniatures.
Some of these Godzilla fans out there, they're putting in like so much effort into these projects, and it's so cool. It's so cool. There was this analog horror series based on the Showa era Godzilla films, so 1954 to 1975, and it was like the guy that was in the Godzilla suit like went insane, and like he fused to the suit and like became the
These are fan films?
This is all fan films, and the kid that made it was like 15. Bro. And he had to stop doing it because the fandom was just like sending death threats to him.
Oh, come on, man.
15 years old. So messed up. But I digress. The amount of effort that he put into that project and that these guys are putting into these projects is absolutely insane. And
yeah, dude.
it's just so nice to see that passion that people have just translating over to a different medium. Like the passion that I have for music is translatable to these other mediums like film and like physical art. It is fascinating.
So number two
would be Anguirus. So
hell yeah, dude.
Big spiky asshole from the second Godzilla film, Godzilla Raids Again.
Yeah, dude.
And then made his.
He's kind of like he was the first like enemy.
Yep, first enemy. And
not to be confused with Rodan.
Nope, not to be confused with Rodan.
Wait, was Rodan the flying one?
Yes, Rodan was the Pteranodon style one.
Yeah, aren't there two? Is guy gets the on all fours one?
Anguirus is the quadrupedal individual.
Okay,
correct.
all right. Then I was the one that got confused. I'm the fool. Hell yeah! All right, so first movie, second movie,
and then number 3. That one changes pretty frequently, but I mean I might have to chalk it up to probably right at this very moment. I'm gonna say Mechagodzilla.
Damn, dude, that OG design.
Yep. Oh, dude. Low key. Here's my Godzilla fandom hot take.
Oh shit! You can put like a flash graphic.
Flash warning. Hot take.
Trigger warning. Did that shit just die?
Low battery. Yeah, it's gone.
I was charging that for hours before. It's fine. We got this guy.
Main camera 1.
That was a backup camera anyway.
So camera 1. My hot take for the Godzilla fandom. Mechagodzilla 2. So the third Mechagodzilla film from the Heisei era is the best Mechagodzilla design, and I will die on that hill.
So I definitely have a familiarity with a lot of this shit, but I don't know what makes that a hot take.
People think he's kind of derpy looking, and like because he's very smooth. He
has some round edges.
And I think it for what the film is, and this is the first time the character has been portrayed as a good guy. Of course you want to smooth him out and make him look less intimidating. He's the main protagonist monster. Yeah. Godzilla is the anti-hero in the Heisei films. Like, of course he's going to be smoothed out and not jagged and rough around the edges like the original.
Oh, yeah. Didn't they, the humans were trying to use him to, like, kill Godzilla.
Yeah.
Like, because he was, like, actively being antagonistic at that
Absolutely.
point. Was he is this when Godzilla, he was under a spell or some shit?
No. So the film where Godzilla is under like some kind of like mind control thing is I believe it's Invasion of Astro Monster from the late 60s with King Ghidorah. Is that Astro? Yeah, it's Invasion of Astro Monster. So these aliens take over the minds of Godzilla and Rodan. I think maybe Mothra too. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it. But
those are like the big 3.
Yeah. Those
like the broskies.
Those are the broskies. But yeah, that's the one where Godzilla's in a mind control. This Godzilla is just a dick, just a major dick.
So what? So that one's controversial.
This is my controversial take. It's my controversial take for the community.
We'll see how the comments pan out for it.
And I'm not sorry. I'll die on this hill.
I'm trying to think back, dude, and I think I honestly think Zilla is what started my fascination.
Not Godzilla 98, the American one?
Yeah. I know.
No, I can't argue because that's what did it for me.
Yeah, man.
So the way I got into Godzilla...
Matthew Broderick, dude. Earthworms.
When they tried to make him like a Hollywood hot guy...
Oh, Matthew Broderick?
Yeah.
And
it's like,
absolutely
dude,
not.
This is the voice of Simba.
Yeah.
Like he's...
Wasn't he also Inspector Gadget?
Yeah. Like he's not like a Hollywood lead, man. It's Matthew Broderick. No hate to him. He's a fantastic actor, but my gosh. But when my dad was stationed overseas for, I believe it was the first time in Afghanistan, he sent me home a bunch of bootlegged Godzilla DVDs from Afghanistan, and that was my first introduction to it. Was Godzilla '98, Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack from 2001.
Dude, you got the title.
Of course,
Oh,
I told you,
fuck.
obsessed. And then Godzilla.
That movie's fucking
That's
awesome.
that's like
So ambitious.
so ambitious, making King Ghidorah a good guy for the first and only
Yeah.
time. And just that's my favorite Godzilla design too. Like the all white eyes,
Dude.
and he just looks haunting, and it's so cool. And that's the movie where Godzilla is like blatantly the biggest dick on planet Earth. Like
Yeah.
there's this scene when he's coming ashore for the first time, and he's walking past this hospital, and like he like is walking past, and this girl's freaking out, right? And then he just keeps walking past, and she's like, whew, thank God. And then he just fucking tail slams the
Oh,
building.
yeah.
Like he's just such a dick for no reason.
He's had enough, dude.
But that's where it all started. Was like G98. And people hate that design. I don't hate it. I think it's not like Godzilla, but like shit, it's cool as shit.
It is.
It's a big ass iguana.
And just think about the implications of what that movie did for the popularity of Godzilla outside of Japan.
Oh, absolutely.
There's are you familiar with Cinemassacre? Like
James Rolfe.
Stop.
James
dude,
Rolfe,
no
Cinemassacre's
way.
Monster Madness.
Of course,
Godzilla-thon.
dude. Oh, Godzilla-thon. Hell yeah, dude. That's another thing. Like that's why everything we're talking about is because I've watched all of his videos so many times, especially Godzilla-thon. And I mean, since then I've read some of the books, played a shitload of the games as a kid, and watched a lot of the movies. But like, so I feel like I'm just parroting pretty much everything I've heard him say, to be honest. But like, hearing him talk about his experience, because he's in his fucking 40s now.
Jesus.
Like Godzilla was just like a mystery. You
Yeah,
know
it
what
was
I
a
mean?
weird fringe thing for people to be into.
In like the 80s when you were a kid, like yeah, and like it wasn't like a common, like everyone knows Godzilla now, but I think a lot of that is because of that fucking Zilla movie, dude.
100%. That brought the popularity over.
And the design is kind of fucking cool.
It is. And Toho, the Japanese company that makes the movies,
Yeah.
they're very petty about it because they bought the rights back to the character of that design in particular, rebranded it to Zilla.
Yeah.
He appeared in the movie Final Wars,
I remember that.
and then
Barely though, right?
for 20 seconds,
Yeah.
like this fight scene is scored to "We're all to blame" by Sum 41, which is,
Hell yeah.
and Godzilla just murks him in like 15 seconds, and it
He
was
totally
like
cooks him, yeah.
totally cooks him, and that's so funny.
Which
But-
is it's very funny. It is very petty. And I guess I get it. But yeah, I can't bring myself to dislike that movie or anything about it. You know what I mean?
in recent years, I will say a lot of people have started to like show their appreciation for it and show like admiration for it.
Yeah.
And
It spawned like a cartoon animated series.
that show is great.
Yeah, dude.
That show is fantastic. I think one of the biggest gripes people had with the character is that he didn't breathe his signature atomic breath once.
Yeah.
But in the show, they brought that feature back, and like people did like it. Like that's a major part of the character. They brought it back, and it worked. It did work. But that show is great.
The recent, I say recent. Every now and then, there's like every like what is it, 10 years? There's like a Godzilla revival.
Yeah.
Sometimes it sucks.
Yep.
But recently, dude, I like you saw like Shin Godzilla.
Yes, I have.
Fucking hell yeah.
Hell
right?
yeah.
That was incredible.
Hell yeah.
That was a good ass movie.
It was a great movie. Like the
It was
human,
disgusting.
so gross,
It
so
was
gross.
fucking
He's
disgusting.
just bleeding the whole time.
Yeah.
Like every pore of his body is just bloody.
And like a majority of the movie, he's not fully grown yet.
Nope.
Like it makes for a really interesting like. Sorry, what were you gonna say before I get into diatribe?
No, go.
It's some of the like it's interesting to like re-experience because I feel like they got so far away from the plot, like they lost the plot of like the focus of the movies can't always be on the humans reacting to it like Cloverfield.
Yeah.
I love Cloverfield and I love that, but sometimes they gotta, after enough, you make like 20 of those, you gotta focus on something else. You gotta create a new storyline with where the humans are involved, but now there's aliens and several monsters and shit. So I feel like now that they're able to just like find a really good balance, I should say, I feel like that movie found a really good way to balance like interesting human shit, how it reacts, like how it affects Godzilla, and this crazy new thing that we never saw from Godzilla before. I mean, we kind of saw it with like his son.
Yeah.
Like,
but
like that was rough.
Just the way Shin Godzilla portrays it, it's so serious and it's so like genuine in how people would actually respond to this. And also just like, it's so disturbing in like an angelic way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I had a heart, like I remember watching it just being like, oh my God, it's so hard to look at.
Like
it's disgusting.
That first atomic breath scene at night.
Dude.
When, oh my, the soundtrack and the piercing noise of when it goes purple and it's a really hyper-focused beam.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
And it elicits that initial fear that I think the first movie was going for. It was during the nuclear,
panic
scare and all that shit. Like, they're like, what if this giant nuclear monster started blasting lasers at us? It's crazy. And it makes sense why they got away from that, because you can only do it so many times, but it's been enough time that they can explore different ways of it now.
And that's what Toho's been doing. Like with Shin Godzilla, it was, I mean, it was also kind of an allegory for the tsunami that hit Japan in 2009?
I think so. Yeah.
Somewhere around there. Maybe it was 06. I don't know. I was young.
That poor place just keeps getting decimated.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus Christmas.
Yeah.
But
then you're saying that was kind of like another like catalyst they could have like latched onto.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the zeitgeist to kind of like.
And then Godzilla -1 just came out not too long ago.
I think I saw that too.
Which is the best Godzilla movie.
Dude, really?
Yep. From a human plot perspective.
What happens in this one?
So there is
Pretty sure I saw it, but
kamikaze pilot. It's a period piece. Takes place all during World War II and the aftermath of World War II. He fakes a malfunction on his plane because he's afraid of being a kamikaze.
Same, dude.
And
I'd be right there.
It's just the whole thing. Godzilla's whole thing is like an allegory for survivor's guilt and PTSD, and it's played so seriously. There's not a moment in the film where we're like, oh, that looks like shit. That like doesn't. That's pacing's not well. It's paced incredibly. The visuals are fantastic on a $15 million budget, and it won an Oscar. The first Godzilla movie to win an Oscar for
15 million is 50 or 15.
15.
15 is nothing.
Yep, it's nothing
for a fucking gigantic Godzilla movie. Where
for
like
any major
with like
movie.
3,000 VFX cuts. Like,
yep,
that's nothing.
That's nothing, and they won an Oscar for it for visual effects.
Damn, dude.
Yep. It beat out like Napoleon and I think Dune.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Well, okay, I haven't seen it. Wow, I haven't seen this movie then.
You
Maybe
need to
Shin.
watch it.
Was there one after Shin?
This is the one directly after Shin.
Okay, damn. That shit's flashing, and I'm paranoid that it's not recording. Yeah, it is. We're recording, right? I mean, at the very memory card full. I mean, we still have the audio. I don't give a fuck. Why is the memory card full?
Well, we lost the footage, but that's totally okay. It's a podcast.
Yeah, true. Oh, it's because I did this one in 4K, so there's just a lot more.
I see.
I can switch it over. More space on that shit.
Yeah, it's not flashing no more. Sorry about the jump in quality that's gonna happen here.
Yeah, we had two cameras die on me now.
They're all shit in the bed.
Motherfuckers.
I bring
really
bad
care.
omens.
Yeah, dude. My favorite band.
Nah.
But we're hot on Godzilla right now, dude.
Yeah, we are.
What was the ones with that started with Bryan Cranston?
Oh,
where
the American ones, the Legendary Pictures Godzilla films.
They're all right.
They're fine. They're fun.
That's
They're
another
fun
thing
movies.
where, I was like, because sometimes that's another thing that I feel like, man, we're doing so much Godzilla, but fuck it. There's so many, like, if somebody came up to you and they're like, what's the best Godzilla movie? You'd have an answer, but they run the gamut of like, you can watch ones that are like a summer slasher film where you just like
100%.
Eat a snack, watch some dumb shit happen, you laugh at it. And then there's ones that are serious where they actually gross you out and make you feel like, make you think. And then there's other ones like the really older ones where it's almost like a comedy.
Yep.
You know, like where some ridiculous shit happens and it's just funny.
It is funny.
So it's so much more than I think people understand.
Yeah.
You know,
the spectrum of entertainment you can get out of it is insane. Like you can watch the first one, you can watch, Shin and -1 and experience like the emotion behind it. And then you can watch like the dumb ones from the 60s and 70s where Godzilla's doing a fucking tail slide.
The tail slide.
The tail slide.
Oh my God, dude. The ultimate move.
That is the ultimate move. He needs to bust that shit out more. It's like that's like the Undertaker when he walks along like the top rope, old school. That's like a rare move he pulls out sometimes. He's got to bring that into his arsenal more often.
Got to bring it back out, dude.
I know.
I saw a clip of him recently. I'm really interested in like the behind the scenes of wrestling, but I never really watched wrestling.
Yeah.
So I know like weirdly, like I'll meet guys that know a lot about wrestling, and I'll talk to a lot of stuff. You're one of the wrestling guys.
I'm a wrestling guy.
Then you're gonna live this experience. It'll sound like I know what I'm fucking talking about because I like Dark Side of the Ring.
Yep.
Fuck, dude, I love that shit. And I listen to a lot of podcasts with wrestlers because their stories as people are just so fucking interesting.
So interesting.
Like no one's lived those lives.
Nope. It's a very niche culture.
Yeah. So like I feel like I'm kind of a fake fan that weirdly knows a lot of shit. But where was I even going with that, dude? The Taker, dude. Taker and Godzilla. Godzilla versus the Taker.
Mad. I mean, you already did. Godzilla fought Charles Barkley, so I feel like there's some way, like in a Dark Horse comic, we can get Taker in there. No, I like realistically, I think they can.
Are we gonna size Taker up, or are we gonna size Godzilla down?
Taker up.
Yeah,
size Taker up.
Me and Mark Calloway fucking just.
It's like Mark Calloway now. It's like it's retired, ponytail constantly.
All right, yeah.
Like just Undertaker. Mark Calloway, not even Undertaker, just Mark Calloway versus Godzilla.
You did fuck it, yeah. It's not even Taker, dude.
It's Mark Calloway and Kane, but like Glenn Jacobs Kane, like libertarian politician Kane.
Oh my God. Hell yeah. Bring it on. That's the mashup we really truly need.
Yeah, it is.
I'm surprised there hasn't been like, I could pose the question. Has there been like, it seems like kaiju themed wrestlers, it seems like that would have been a thing. And not just like, like a goofy costume, but like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they could have taken advantage of that somehow.
1,000%. Like, I mean, you've got guys like Kenny Omega in AEW. He came out during a random episode of AEW.
Is that the Japanese guy?
No, he's an American guy, but he's just a major dork. He came out dressed as Sans from Undertale.
No.
Yes, he did. Two Megalovania. Like that. He replaced his theme music.
When was this?
It was like 2018.
Holy
this was like
shit.
Years after Undertale's prime.
Was it like a cool remix, or was it just straight up?
It was just straight up Megalovania. Like he had the mask, he had the blue hoodie.
What?
And it was weird. But like
the Tumblr people must have lost their mind.
I lost my mind, bro.
Yeah. Low key.
But like his finisher's called the One-Winged Angel.
Sephiroth, dude?
Yeah.
Let's go. What?
When he was wrestling in Japan, he had an entrance where he was dressed as Sephiroth. Like,
oh my God, what?
Like it was some crazy stuff. Like
that must have went so hard in Japan.
Oh my God,
you know
dude.
what I mean?
He came out. It was the coolest shit ever. But like that nerd culture exists a lot in wrestling. So I'm surprised there hasn't been like a kaiju themed wrestler. Like you're right.
There's so many parallels.
100%.
You know,
like especially with like the fighting games we were talking about.
Yeah.
Like that 100% should be a thing. It should be a thing. So if there's any aspiring wrestlers watching, like here's an idea for your gimmick.
That's something I should have thought of earlier when I was talking about like unique fighting games. Like wrestling games are generally like they don't always operate with like you have a health bar, you got to kill the other guy.
Yeah.
There's like you're encouraged to try to do crazy moves.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Instead of just like punching the guy over and over again. Damn, dude.
I know.
I'm trying to think of like who's the guy that looks like the kaiju that looks like a cockroach and he has like the drill arms.
Oh,
he was my fucking man.
Megalon.
What?
Megalon?
Hell yeah, dude. Imagine him just like burrowing up from the stage.
That'd be crazy, dude. He's got the drill arms, so he could do a dirty move, like just punch someone in the dick. Like,
dude, yeah, of course.
He could be a major heel. Like
that's attitude era as fuck.
100%.
And what's the other guy that was a big favorite of mine when I was a kid? The guy with like the scythe arms.
Oh, Gigan.
Yeah, yeah, with the buzzsaw stomach. He's fucking brutal.
He is brutal. And in his first movie, Anguirus, like I said, is my favorite. Runs face first into his buzzsaw like a dumb shit, like a dumbass. I don't know why he eats it and he bleeds everywhere.
Damn, dude.
That's a bloody movie too.
Damn. You know who my fucking favorite character though was?
Who's that?
Can you guess? My character, Godzilla character.
In general? Like to use in the fighting games or just in general?
I guess I would say, no, I'd have to, my list would be very similar to yours. Like you got to give it up. There, especially the different iterations of Godzilla, especially like the ones with like the crystal rock bullshit.
Yeah, Space Godzilla.
So fucking cool.
So cool. Dumb, but so cool.
Yeah. My favorite one to play in Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee.
King Ghidorah?
Not really close, but he has a fun name. Especially if we're throwing it back to Cinemassacre, dude. You got this, dude. I fucking
Oh my god, I need to think.
He has a funny little silly little name way to say his name, dude. Destroy!
I had to think
I'm
for
like,
a
you got
second.
this. I'm like, you fucking got this.
Oh my god, that's fantastic. No, Destroy is the shit.
Dude. When I remember, like, when I first saw, I don't remember whatever the first video was where James talks about Destroya. Like I said it every day. And it was another situation. No one ever knew what the fuck I was talking about, but I was like, it's really funny. You got to see it.
It is really funny. Oh, that's great, man.
Oh, dude. All right, we did our Godzilla. We could go on Godzilla forever.
We have.
But there's other things we got to talk about.
We got to hit the hot button issues.
We got to hit the other shit, dude.
What do you got for me?
Lifting, dude.
Lifting. The gym.
I'm new to this world and I'm fucking in it, dude.
Yeah,
I'm in this world now.
It hooks you.
So hard. Holy shit. So like what, so you've kind of, it sounds like you did sports a lot as a kid. When did you start doing like, did that always go with the gym?
No. So I was really fat in high school.
Same.
And I was like 5'6", 250 in like 9th grade going into 10th grade. And then from like junior year till my freshman year of college, I went from 250. My freshman year of college, I was 150.
So my God.
That's when I started like lifting heavily, was like COVID.
Yeah.
That's what got me into, I started off by like running like crazy.
So was that first like, wow. So you drop 100. Is that all just fat pretty much?
Yeah, I was just all fat.
You weren't, I mean, obviously you're going to build some muscle with that
Yeah.
if you're working out, but like.
I was building up a lot of muscle. I built up to, I'm at 180 right now.
Damn, dude.
So I bulked up from like I put on 10 pounds.
That's kind of where my friend and co-host Mike, that's about where he's at. Yeah. He's not satisfied, but
It's a process. You'll never be satisfied in the gym.
That's where I'm at.
You'll
too.
never
I'm
be
like,
satisfied
fuck.
ever.
The body dysmorphia doesn't go away.
No, it gets
just
worse.
Changes.
It gets a little worse.
God damn, dude. I started in December. I mean, I like shortly before that. I've always kind of like, I do eat kind of clean.
Yeah.
But just a little bit, and still like hitting the ice cream and shit. In December, I started like starting to work out more, and then eventually Mike and our friend Jake, they're like, just come to the fucking gym, because like the gym is like right across where I fucking live.
Yeah.
And they go every single day. Well, every 5 days, the weekdays. They're like, just like start coming with us. It's super easy. We'll show you how to do everything. It's not going to be a big deal. And I was really like, apprehensive about it. I'm like, I've never done that. Like, I don't know if I feel uncomfortable in a gym. I'm fat. I've never done that before. But when you have the guys like guide you into it,
yeah, and
that like you just do what they say, and then you start seeing the results.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god,
it's an addictive feeling,
dude.
My liaison into the gym world was my dad. So him and I would lift like every day.
Papa Toleman, dude.
Sergeant Toleman, man.
Sergeant Toleman.
Sergeant Toleman is the man. Yeah, like during COVID, I do online class, and then we had like a machine in our garage. It was like a multi-purpose, so he'd just take me out there and
like a Bowflex style kind of everything.
Yeah, but it was like, it was metal. It was like it had pec flies on it. You could do a chest press with it. It had cables for like pull downs and all that good stuff.
That's all your main shit.
Yeah, it's you can hit all the main groups really well. It even had like some stuff for legs. And he just guided me through it. And then once COVID ended, you could start going back out in public. We started going to Planet Fitness. I started going by myself and finding my routine and what works for me, and going on fucking 5 years now. Oh my God.
Damn, dude.
5 years. Wow.
What's your current, like, if you're like 5 years in, like, I know right now my goals are just like continue body recomp.
Yeah.
Because in December, it's what is it? It's April now.
Yeah.
In December, I was like 250.
Yep.
I'm 6'2". A couple days ago, weighed in 216. Hell
there you
yeah.
go.
Feels huge. So at this point, it's easy. I'm still kind of in that beginner's luck kind of shit, where it's like you do the work, you see the results instantly. So I'm trying to get the fat percentage down more, and just keep building the gains. But it will plateau, right? Yeah,
you'll hit a point where you're losing fat and you're building muscle, and then it just kind of starts to like level out. And that's when I'd say, I just like stick with my routine and just kind of change up some of the workouts I'm doing and like my load and like just the way I'm doing things. Like, you know, if I'm cutting, I'll do like 3 sets of 10. If I'm bulking, I'll do 5 sets of 5 and like
Heavy weight. Damn. All right. Our approach, I say our approach, is what they do and I follow is like in between. We usually shoot for 6 or 7 reps.
Yep.
3 sets for most things.
I focus on maintenance a lot right now, just make sure I'm maintaining. But yeah, that plateau is hard to get over, but the thing you have to do is just be consistent and push yourself. Pushing yourself, it's the hardest thing in the gym is the mental block. And you just got to kind of push past that, and that's what gets you to the progress you want to see, just being able to push yourself a little further every time.
Because it's easy to put those same plates that you're familiar with that you know you can do, just slide that shit on there, fucking do it again.
Yeah.
You got to force yourself to get that 5er on there.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be like, you don't need to throw another 45 on, just like put 5 pounds on. Like up it by, even throw a 2.5 on. Get 5 more pounds in your total and just push yourself that little extra mile. And that's where you're going to see your results really start to come in.
For me, it was I watch a couple fitness, like I guess influencers. I hate to say that word. But I remember it started with them, those same 2 guys showing me clips of like Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah,
Big buddy. Ron. Like, he's hilarious, and it kind of like gave me this different perspective on like, because like growing up as like a big nerd guy, especially, you know, like fat Slipknot t-shirt, like, you know what I mean?
Tell
like,
me about it.
And like, yeah, exactly. Like it was like, I don't know. In retrospect, I feel like a lot of that was in my head. You know, I had a victim complex, and I thought like, because I hated myself, I felt like everyone did, and like I was being bullied, and like I definitely got bullied, but not any more than anyone else. I don't really think. Anyway, I had this like really bizarre perspective on or assumption of what I thought like dudes that worked out or were like in shape were, because I was like, those are the fucking jocks, dude. They're all assholes. I can't relate to those guys at all. Not true.
Not at all.
Most gym guys depressed.
Yep.
Horrendously depressed. They just happen to be jacked.
Yep.
They're just like, you know what I mean? Like
just like everyone else.
Yeah. So like, but recently I've been getting into Big Sam, dude. I don't know how you say it. Is it Solak? Sometimes I say Sulek, and I'm like, I don't think that's right.
I think it's Solak. I could be wrong, but yeah, Big Sam.
He's the fucking man.
He's the man. They're so positive. Even when he's miserable, he's positive. He's always just so lighthearted about things.
And I love those like you know, TikToks and reels that are like, it's like sad Solak is like one of the pages that I like, and it's just like, it's usually out of context, but it's just like when the girl of my dreams that I've been with for years, one, you know, suddenly leaves me on a Tuesday afternoon, and he's like, wow, that was crazy, but we're gonna try some more bench and do some legs after.
I love it. I love it. Sam is the man.
It's super relatable. So do you have like guys that you go to for that? Or
it's so much... a lot of the similar stuff, like Sam. So like this guy named Noel Diesel, he's a South African lifter. He owns his own, you know, Rise, the supplement brand.
Yeah.
That's his company.
Oh, no shit. All right.
Rise did a collab with Godzilla for one of their pre-workouts.
What? Yeah. No shit. It always comes back to Godzilla,
Circles
dude.
Back, man.
It really does, dude.
It's, when you got your hyperfixations, you make it about everything. But he's one of my favorites. Again, very positive. He's very open about his use of steroids in the past, and I don't even know if he does them now, but like
that's becoming more of a thing.
He's very open about it.
Do you ever watch this guy named Mike Israetel?
Yes.
Renaissance periodization. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
I don't know if he has. I'm kind of new to watching his stuff, but he's like, I like chemicals. You know, he's like that has chemicals in it, but I like chemicals.
Yeah.
I like to change my body, and it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like steroids and like performance enhancing drugs are such like a stigmatized thing, but like, is there like there's like a new like a concept, right, where there's I'm talking about shit that I barely know about, but isn't there like a new like what am I trying to, like an alternate like bodybuilding establishment that's like there's like the one that's supposed to be natty, and then there's like this new one that's supposed to not be natty.
Yeah, man. I mean, the culture is kind of cool. The culture is obsessed with blasting gear and getting huge. You know, take anabolic steroids, take anabolic steroids, take anabolic steroids. I see it on my feet all the time. It's like, it's people are like just very comfortable with the idea of using PEDs.
I'm not. I'll never get to that point.
We'll see.
But it was true. It's true. I'm also at the beginning of the journey still. But I do think if these motherfuckers want to do it,
Go for it.
you know what I mean?
Go for it. That's
As
your
long as they're
life.
like educated on like the downsides, because it fucks. It seems like it fucks. you
Long
up.
term, dude. Oh
Yo,
my
dude.
god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But like, I think lifting, and here's my hot take.
Another hot
take. Another signature Toleman hot take.
Oh.
Bring steroids back to baseball.
Back to baseball.
Baseball, steroids need to be back in baseball culture. I want to watch games where guys are hitting fucking dingers
Just
and piss
blasting it
missiles,
out.
blasting home runs like every inning. That's an entertaining watch. And it's like, it's not really a contact sport, so people aren't going to get hurt that bad. And like,
No, that's kind of. I never thought of it like that.
like it's
yeah.
not a contact. Like I don't think PED should be used in contact sports because that's how people get hurt. But like in baseball, dude, bring it. Like it needs to be like the 80s and 90s again, where like everyone's just ripping home runs. And
Sure.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, dude.
But like I don't know. I think the culture around it is changing a lot, and they're trying to like destigmatize a lot of things.
I was gonna text. Somebody just removed a heart from one of my messages. I didn't know that would send as a notification.
Yeah, it sends as a noti.
Like,
It
oh
sends as a
damn, no
noti.
more heart, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck.
they let you know. They let you know.
Apparently, I'm gonna be in trouble after this pod. Dude. I gotta figure it out.
But yeah, no, the destigmatization of performance enhancing drugs is very interesting to see unfold.
Because I think the argument for it is just like, yeah, well, like, make sure it's a level playing field.
Yeah.
It's all or nothing. I think there should exist probably a non and a like pro, version. But like, fuck it, let's see.
Yeah.
If these people like, why not? Like, if they're like voluntarily like, I want to see how far I can push my body. That, like you're saying, it's very interesing.
Push the human body
like,
to its limits. See what these athletes can do, like with unlimited potential.
Yeah.
And I'm not condoning everyone to take steroids.
No, God, no.
Obviously, with all the long term health problems.
Most
but
people
like,
should not.
I mean, shit, dude.
Probably everybody should not.
It's your life, and if it's not hurting anyone else, and you're doing it for like a competitive edge, and not a competitive edge. Like if everyone in the league's doing it, like,
Dude.
shit. It's not my life.
It's like the Monstars from
Space Jam.
Space Jam. Yeah, fuck it. Let's get a bunch of monsters on the field and see what happens. Dude. It's
100%.
very interesting to me.
100%.
But yeah, that's been consuming a lot of my life recently. I remember I was really hesitant. The boys wanted me to start taking creatine. They're like, "You're going to the gym every fucking day, dude.
Yeah.
You might as well maximize what you're doing." And then like, I like supplements. I'm a supplement kind of guy, which is a difficult. Are you a supplement guy?
100%. 100%.
It's difficult because like new information always comes out and you're like, all right, cool. This thing I've been taking for years is totally useless. Guess I'll die. But I was really hesitant to take it. But now it's no big deal.
Nope.
And I mean, it seems like I perceive the benefit of it. Like
Yeah.
maybe you get 5 or 10% more.
Yeah.
But it's like,
It's something.
why
And
not take it?
If it's helping you, and if it's helping you build mass and helping you just get bigger, like, dude, like,
Why the fuck not?
why the fuck not? I've been taking creatine for quite a bit now, for a long time. I do like my pre-workout creatine mix. And
Dry scoop.
No, I'm not insane.
You're not dry scooping, dude?
I'm crazy in different ways.
All right.
But no, I don't dry scoop. That's not something I did that in high school.
That's how I've been doing it because it's efficient. It's quick.
Yeah, I do like to sip on my pre-workout though before I go to the gym.
I haven't done pre-workout yet. I have not crossed that threshold.
Yeah, no.
Because I'm very caffeine sensitive. I don't need a lot of caffeine. Like I'm saying, I'm developing a tolerance, like we were saying before. Yeah, we got the white monster, dude. When I let this motherfucker in, I saw the white monster. I was like, yo, we benching, dude? Let's go.
It's so bad because like now I have a debilitating caffeine dependency. Like I drink pre-workout and Monster in like the same day.
God
like,
damn.
I'm pushing the 600
Millies?
limit. Yeah.
Oh my
pushing
God.
the limit.
Daily?
Yeah.
Woo.
I'm pushing it 100%. Should I? Probably not, but we'll see. Hopefully
But how
my
the
heart
fuck do
stays
you like
intact.
desensitize yourself at that point? You know what I mean? Like, how do you come back down from it? It'd be fucking impossible.
It doesn't even get me like wired like that, which is
Really?
yeah. I don't know why. It, like actually
gotta
kind
be
of
bad. It's gotta
just
be bad, dude.
chills me out a little bit.
What do you use for the pre-workout?
I use Bucked Up.
Bucked Up.
Bucked Up. It's the best. I'm a Bucked Up ambassador actually.
Yo, that's right. That was, oh my God, that's such a natural integration that we just did right there. And I totally was unintentional. Tell me more about this interesting.
It's really
pre-workout
not.
powder.
It's not a hard thing to do. Like you can apply for it. Just if you have like any kind of social media presence.
Yeah.
and you can just apply for this ambassadorship. You know, they give you your creator code, put it in your bio. You know, you get clicks on your links, you get commission.
I clicked that link.
Good man.
I did. I really seriously did. I was like, what the fuck is bucked up?
And it is really good. You know, it's got the beta alanine in it, which gives you like the stimulant, like the itch.
Yeah.
That people are always like, that's what gives you the itch. It's not the caffeine.
That kind of buzz.
Yeah. It's not the caffeine. It's the beta alanine in it, and it's, I don't know, it doesn't make me nauseous. Like I've used other pre-workouts in the past, and I get super sick, and I'd be yakking in the locker room, and I was like, yeah, nah.
Like fuck this.
So yeah, Bucked Up is like the one that hasn't really gotten me crazy in bad spots.
Yeah. No, I feel
stomach
that.
wise.
I had a friend, an old coworker. I think it was like at work. I don't remember exactly what the goof up was, but he ended up taking like a double dose of his pre-workout, like before, like during or before work. I don't remember how what it all was, but it was like 400 milligrams of caffeine total.
Yeah.
That he took accidentally, essentially, which I don't remember. Again, I wish I remember the how, because that is like, how the fuck do you do that? But like, I remember like watching him, because I'm like, he like drank coffee, but like, you know, casually, you know, not super big, like big caffeine guy. And I'm like, are you all right? And he's like, I'm not feeling very good, man. I'm just trying to be okay.
I need to lock in. It's like, it's akin to greening out.
Yeah,
it's like,
dude.
Everything sucks right now and my body hates me. I need to just like focus up for a little bit.
Yeah. But that rise up to it though, that's pretty sick.
It's pretty sick.
You're like, holy fuck, I'm invincible right now.
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
So yeah, maybe I'll eventually get into
the
pre-game. Because there's pre-workout that you think there's like probably caffeine-free alternatives, or like regular levels.
There has to be, because the one I take is the highest amount of caffeine in it. It's 333 milligrams per scoop.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man!
Yeah,
You're going hard in the paint, dude.
Go hard in the paint. Crazy in the paint, actually.
But what's the God? We can talk about Godzilla forever. We can talk about Godzilla forever. We can talk about. That's one of the movies, right?
No.
Godzilla Forever isn't one of the movies?
No.
Why does it sound like it is?
It does sound like it is. It sounds familiar.
It's the next one coming out after
Godzilla Forever.
What was the most recent one?
Minus one.
Yep. We talk about Godzilla Forever. We talk about lifting forever. What's going on? What's going on with Reverse the Grin, dude?
Reverse the Grin. Oh my goodness. I could talk about Reverse the Grin all day long.
You're the fucking boys, dude.
So we have
Big
a lot
Matty?
of Big Matthew.
Big John?
Big Giancarlo.
Giancarlo? I can't believe, low-key, quick thing, I can't believe that's his name.
Giancarlo Rocco. That's the boy.
He's the fucking man. But
He's the
before
man.
I knew your name, I knew Big Matt. Big Mart.
Big Mart.
Big Mart. But like, I remember, was it you that I asked? I was like, what's your drummer's name? You're like, Giancarlo. I'm like, I can't believe that's such a baller name.
It is a baller name. Baller name for a baller man. That's a fantastic human being.
Very apropos.
But yeah, there's a lot of exciting stuff going on in the Reverse the Grin world right now. I'm not going to give away too many secrets.
Ooh.
Yeah. But we have some exciting things on the horizon releasing.
Oh shit! There's nothing to be released. This would be the first release, wouldn't it?
Potentially.
Oh shit!
Potentially.
Dropping the breadcrumbs, dude.
Little teaser for you.
Thank God, finally.
Yeah,
That's such a oh man. I've been doing the local band thing for a long time, and it's so hard, man. It's so fucking hard.
It is difficult. And we've started taking the steps to branch out of the local component of it.
Yes, dude.
We played a show over in Connecticut over the summer.
That's right. Yeah.
We played in Burlington not too long ago, and we got an insane response from the crowd there. Like we have no fan base really in Burlington, and we had the biggest crowd of the night and the most engaged crowd of the night.
Yeah. Well, I'm not trying to fucking meat glaze right now, but like something that drew me to you guys so much is that like for some fucking reason in this area, it seems like every band that isn't like a jam band.
Yep.
Like a more like any sort of like aggressive band, be it hardcore or whatever. It's either I feel like we only get these like deathcore guys or like a doom metal kind of thing where it's like
100%.
And I like that stuff. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't. It's not my favorite.
You're right. The market is a little oversaturated.
Yeah, it's like only those. Why are those the only options? And like sometimes we'll get like a metalcore come around, but they have like 12 members and they break up after a year. You know what I mean? So like to have you guys come in, dicks swinging, doing this like you call it like post-hardcore kind of.
Yeah, just a blanket term.
It's tough to put a
Yeah, I think our sound is very distinct, and we're very much we know what we want to make, and we make the music we want to hear.
Yeah.
But yeah, post-hardcore is probably the best blanket term for it, because we draw inspiration from so many different areas of the music world. Like,
well, just in talking to you guys, you do all have very different backgrounds and like what you're interested in.
100%. Like Matt, he's a big hardcore kid.
Yeah. He's the fucking man, dude.
He's the man, dude.
He's fucking huge too. Does he go to the gym, or is he just naturally?
He does go to the gym. And
God damn.
You know, he's a expeditionary studies major, so he's rock climbing all the time. He's always active. Yeah,
God
he's a strong. And Giancarlo, he goes to the gym.
Yeah,
really frequently, and he's got a sleeper build.
Damn,
100%.
I believe it. I haven't seen it, but I believe it.
But yeah, no, what we're doing is really unique, especially to the area, because we're combining things like I said, Matt's a hardcore kid. Giancarlo, he loves Chili Peppers, but he's also really like, we're all into like Title Fight, Basement, all that good stuff. I'm a scene kid through and through.
Yeah, obviously.
Honestly.
Yeah.
You know, bands like Pierce the Veil, Sleeping with Sirens, Sayison, and then like a metalcore kid too, so like Trivium, Bullet for Valentine, all that good stuff. But I think that, you know, menagerie of sound creates this really distinct thing we have going on, and it works, and it just feels natural when we're writing. It feels natural when we're playing. I think this was like, it's one of those things, like this was meant to happen.
Dude, hell yeah. How did you guys get, what did you, like, did you have classes together or
So
some
this is my favorite story to tell.
Okay.
So I was a transfer student. I went to a really small school in Vermont called Castleton University. And boo. Big boo.
I don't know.
No,
probably
shout
cool.
out to the Castleton guys that I still keep around. Love you guys. But yeah, I get to Plattsburgh, and like my first week here, I put a post on this anonymous messaging board app called Yik Yak.
Yik Yak, dude. Hell yeah. Throwing it back.
I'm like, hey, are there any musicians in the area that are into like boom, 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 which is listen to a couple bands, or like a genre.
Yeah.
And then this kid messages me. He's like, hey, I've got a buddy or two buddies who are interested in doing some music. I'll put you in contact with them. So we made this group chat, and you know, we meet.
You took it off the yak, dude?
Yeah, took it off the yak.
Oh, shoot.
We, you know, plans made it out of the group chat.
Damn.
We met up. We had like a month before our first show.
What?
Yeah, we had like a month.
Oh my God.
So we put together a set list, and mostly covers. We wrote one original song.
I remember you guys were doing a lot more covers back in the day.
Yeah, when we first started out, like going on 2 years now, we just mostly covers, and then we just started writing. We wrote one song called As I Am Frozen. This is what we close our set with now. And just from that point onward, we were like, oh shit, like we're kind of good at this. We're kind of good at writing music. Cool. So as of our last rehearsal, we're at 10 songs, 10 originals. So it's like solid 50 minutes, 45 minutes of music.
Easy, yeah. Throw a couple covers in there if you want to, you need to.
You know, that's what we like doing when we play live, is like, we're going to be playing mostly originals. We do play mostly originals, but like get some covers in there, some shit people might know, keep them, that can draw them in, and then they pay more attention to what your originals are.
They're waiting to see what's next.
Yeah.
Yeah, dead ass. I remember listening to you guys just like get set up one day, and I heard like some like psychosocial riffs ripping out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, 100%.
Like some Slayer probably a little bit.
Yeah, I use my guitar as a joke machine.
Of course, I mean, that's the best use for it, 100%. Honestly. Singing and playing at the same time, fuck me.
Yeah, man, it's a bitch.
But like you're like a big Trivium guy.
Oh yeah.
And like Big Matt, he's probably I feel like he's the king of singing and playing at the same time.
100%.
The shit that they do in Trivium is just, I don't know anybody else that's doing that and singing at the same time.
Not at all.
I'm sure there's examples. I just don't know anybody that's doing to that level.
But like they're doing it in a way like some guys in tech death bands are playing these really intricate riffs and screaming over it, but like Matt is singing these melodic parts,
dude, and
he's screaming these parts, and he's soloing, and he's playing these riffs that are fucking nuts to play,
dude.
And they're going on you know, they've been around since like the late 90s when they formed. First album came out in 2003 when Matt was 17.
Yeah.
and they're on top of the game right now. I'm seeing them in May.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
man,
Let's
it's gonna be
fucking go
sick.
at SPAC.
No, they're not coming to SPAC. We're going to see them in Boston.
Okay. Oh my god.
At the MGM Arena.
Oh
That'll be
shit!
really cool.
That's gonna be crazy.
Front row tickets.
What?
Yes,
oh
sir.
my god, you're not coming back.
No, I'm dying.
We're
there.
gonna lose you, dude. This is this is
No,
gonna be.
I have Pierce the Veil tickets in May. I can't.
Oh, okay, so you got to survive. You
I
got
gotta
to survive
survive
at
till
least
I gotta
until
hold
that.
on till May.
Damn, dude. Trivium is they go so hard.
They do.
Who are they playing? Do you know who they're playing with?
Yeah, Bullet for My Valentine.
Oh.
They're co-headlining. It's the point. They're playing Ascendancy in full.
No, really?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Bullet for My
my
Valentine
God.
is playing The Poison in full. And it's just gonna be a kick-ass time.
I'm kind of hesitant to like indulge in these like throwback like I know it's like a really common thing, but like where a band just plays the entirety of one album.
Yeah.
I'm like I don't know, guys. Like, man, is that really the best option? But they keep fucking nailing it. You know what I mean? Like these bands keep choosing like my favorite albums to do in their entirety. I'm just like, God damn.
And it's like,
how do I say no to this?
They're only doing this because it's the 20th anniversary of these albums, and like, you know, I saw Trivium back in 22. Again, saw them front row. In the venue across the street from where I'm seeing them now. Funnily enough, like I was in this venue. Okay. It's across the street, and they played their whole like songs from every album. God, the whole discography was fantastic. I cried like a bitch.
I would have too, dude.
They played the song Shogun, which clocks in at 12 minutes long, and like that was great. But like I get to hear songs that like I never thought I'd get to hear live by Trivium.
Deadass, yeah.
Which is so cool, and I'm so excited. But yeah, no, Matt Heafy is one of my biggest influences.
Absolutely,
as a singer, guitar player. Same thing with Vic from Pierce the Veil, because he's doing that same shit. Not as intricate, obviously, but
yeah.
like,
I forgot that he plays as well at the same time.
I think I gravitated towards like emo music because I have a naturally like higher singing voice.
You lucky bastard.
No, I used to hate it, dude.
Why?
I used to hate my voice. I would force myself to sing lower.
No.
Yeah, and after every show, like my voice would be so hoarse. And then I just kind of started embracing, like, I was like, okay, this isn't going to work long term. I need to like sing just the way I sing.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'd get called by some of my peers some names for having the higher voice. You know,
couple select
words. Some starting with F. And like, you know, like, oh, such a feminine ass voice.
That's so from a fucking baritone. That is a gift.
I wouldn't trade it for the world now. I'm very content with how my voice sounds. Like you heard on the thing we're working on.
We're working on a little something. We finished a little something. And we were like, I think we need a little more.
We do need a little more. So that little more is on the horizon. But like those notes I'm hitting, really fucking high.
Extremely high.
And I'm content and comfortable with it. And it's I wouldn't trade it for the world now. Like I can't get crazy low. Like I love country music. That's that drop in the paint bucket of the redneck in me. That off-white.
Off-white.
But some of those songs, like I have to like, if I'm playing them when I'm doing like a solo acoustic set, I have to like capo it and sing it up a couple
bring it up
registers. A little bit. But yeah,
I guess it's just the grass is always greener on the other side.
100%.
Because I feel like constantly like there's a thing. Are you a As I Lay Dying fan?
I was before Tim Lambesis was the things he did.
Really hard to talk about them without the
Tim Lambesis thing.
The fucking elephant in the room.
But like An Ocean Between Us, dude, that's a great record. It's a great record.
That's what makes it so hard for me, dude.
I know.
Because I love their music. I'll just say his music so much. It's so hard. I know. I understand. I know all of it. I really do. I've seen the videos. It's awkward. It's hard to watch. But I remember watching he had an interview or like a podcast he was doing where he was just talking about how the reason why he had, I think it was Nick, the guitarist that does the clean singing in the band. The reason Tim wanted him to do that is because Tim's like, I can sing, but he's like, I'm in a low register. And he's like, and he just said, I have a hard time taking that seriously in this genre.
100%.
And I'm like, fuck, I feel the same way.
Yeah, man. That's why most metalcore bands or bands in like the scene have those other guys doing the cleans because they can just nail those high notes.
And like it is true that you can fucking grind it out. Like I've increased my range, especially when I'm really practicing a lot. I can get higher and higher. Like right now, I'm probably the best I've ever been because I've been going to the gym, getting in really good shape, and practicing a fuckload at the same time. But even still, dude.
Yeah. It's tough. It is tough. You know, now that I'm well aware, also we're blinking again.
Are we blinking again, dude?
Shit.
God damn. Finish the thought and then I'll grab another SD card.
But like, yeah, no, it's like I'm well aware now, being in the scene that I'm in, you know, bringing a scene to Plattsburgh.
Dude,
like we're like the only band like in that kind of scene, I feel.
Yeah.
There's some like a band that just started, Oblivia.
I've been watching them.
Yeah, they do some kick-ass shit. I'd call them, they're part of the scene. Never Fall Apart. They're, you know, also in that like metalcore adjacent world, and I'm glad that there's something forming here.
Yes.
As far as the scene goes.
Oh goddamn! All right, we're back in video world. I'm gonna be so pissed editing this later. I'm like, where's the fucking? Why did they not realize that the video cut out like 20 minutes ago?
Because we get lost in conversation, man. I can't help it.
All right, so you were talking about that video I just posted a little bit ago of playing banjo.
Yep.
To Ohio is for Lovers.
Yes, sir.
Proud of that one.
Love Hawthorne Heights.
They're the bros.
They are the bros.
And they're such a great band. Like when you listen to that stuff, it really brings you back to like, I don't want to say it brings me back to that time. Sounds like I'm 1,000 years old. But
it
like,
does.
It really does.
It does, dude.
And those like that scream style, which is just so like
the I can't make it. Yeah, so like the really round in the mouth style thing.
It sounds like you're in the other room somehow.
Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
It's very bizarre. Anyway, so that there's not really a big story to me making that video. I just thought so. I borrowed my friend's banjo for the Bill Murray cover that I did because I was like, a banjo being in the Bill Murray cover video makes sense. I didn't know exactly how,
but it made sense.
It ended up just being like in the background. But yeah, I'm like, of course it's gonna be a fucking banjo. I'm wearing a PBR hat. I'm curling. Like there needs to be a banjo in this. But I was just like fucking around on the banjo, and like I just did like whatever. Yeah, and immediately I was like, oh god damn it, that's Ohio is for Lovers.
Yes, sir.
And so I figured out how to actually play it, and I'm like, then I got the idea for the video, but. It's so that was a live take.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I actually recorded it, and not that that's impressive or anything, but it was for the story. So I had to do it so many fucking times because I can't play banjo. Really, you know what I mean? I can kind of play guitar, I can kind of play bass, almost out of necessity. Like I feel like I'm envious of you because I just don't really give a fuck about playing. I like playing guitar and bass live. Mm-hmm. But I only do it out of necessity to record stuff.
Yeah.
These days, you know, I just don't have a love for it like I did when I first started. I just like singing and producing now. Yeah. Like it totally 180, and that's all I want to do. But you have to have something to record or to sing to. Anyway, so like I did like a million takes, and I started like. Not like crowds were appearing or anything, but like I was just like seeing people seeing what I was doing and having like a tripod set up in public. Even though I've been on camera for like the past like 10 years, it still feels really cringy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I know. I get it.
Shit sucks, man.
It's like if I'm recording like a video for Instagram or TikTok or whatever, I have my phone set up in my room.
Yeah.
And I live in a frat house, right?
Yeah.
So I try to lock my door sometime, but like I'll be recording and I'll forget to lock my door mid take, and the camera's set up. And I just get a frat guy barging in, just making like going, like, dude, like this is A, it's embarrassing that I'm doing this.
It is.
B, you just fucked up my take, which is probably the best one so far.
Oh,
it's just, it is unfortunate. And like, I don't think I'll ever be able to get over that. Like having people watch me make shit. It's like, I can't, like if I'm not with like people of like-minded nature when I'm recording, like I can't do anything.
Yeah, dude. I can't believe I even made that video.
Yeah.
Like it was so
really
difficult.
Good. It was really funny.
Do you get stage fright?
So before I'm going on stage, right? 100%. Pit in my stomach, heart's racing. The second we start playing, like I just am so in my own world on stage because I like you said with the playing and singing thing, I have to think about one or the other.
Yeah.
I can't think about doing both at the same time. So like the guitar shit, I don't have to think about it. I just do it for muscle memory. I think about the singing and engaging with the crowd. Because when I'm up there, like I know I have to entice these people to want to listen to us. Like
you
I
gotta
know
do so much more than just play and sing.
I like what we do, but like you need to have stage presence.
Yes. Oh, don't even get me fucking started on this, dude. Mm-hmm. Holy shit. It's so important.
I'll see so many bands that just like standing there. It's like,
yes.
Where's the headbang? Where's any kind of movement?
Oh, dude.
And like you from personal experience have seen my bass player, Mr. Matt Walker
shoot.
dropped the bass and just jumped in the crowd and start crowd killing.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I've
And
been a
it's-
victim.
You have been a victim.
I've been a victim
he
of this
gunned
shit.
straight for you. Like he went straight for
The
you.
last time he did, yeah, I did. He's
But
the
like
fucking man.
having that energy is such a big facet to keeping people engaged. Like, damn, like these guys are. It's not even like, yeah, their music's good, but they're fun to watch. Like I
Yes.
enjoy watching them perform.
Yes, and like sometimes, arguably, that's more important.
It is.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Especially if you don't have a
goddamn.
foundation yet, and like it's like in our case where we haven't released things yet, it's like you need that energy to keep people entertained.
Even if it's just the numbers game, you're like, oh, I saw Reverse the Grin. I didn't really like their music, but their fucking bassist charged me in the middle of a song, and it
Yeah.
was really fucking cool. So I followed them
100%.
on Instagram, even though I don't like their stuff. Like, it's like, okay, well, you got that number.
Yep.
They'll always remember you. They'll tell that story to other people. You know what I mean?
It's just again word of mouth, numbers game, getting attention.
Yeah, that's so much more valuable. Like, yeah, maybe you play your song fucking perfectly.
But if you're boring,
Every note for note, but yeah, if you're just standing there, it's fucking boring.
Yep.
And I get it with like, you know, guys like Animals as leaders, or like, do you listen to Veil of Maya?
Yeah.
Oh, they're the boys. They're playing the most intricate fucking hand on the top of the fret, you
Yep.
know, on the like crazy
Going
you know,
back and
tapping.
forth and-
So I don't expect those guys to also be doing flips.
Nope.
If they did, I would be shitting my pants.
Yeah.
So they're an exception to the rule. It's like you're like a gawking. It's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's like it's an experience, but it's a I don't know. You're just like you're entranced by
Yeah,
watching them play.
it's
You're like,
captivating.
yeah.
That's because they're not like technical bands like that, like prog bands and tech death bands. Like you're not there to like for the energy. You're there to watch these guys just
fucking
do their thing
nail it. Yeah.
flawlessly too.
But yeah, dude, the stage presence is such a huge, and I think it really separates the men from the boys in a lot of regards.
100%.
Because of course you like it is awesome. But it obviously depends on the scenario. If we're assuming we're talking about like an aggressive like
Yeah.
like go to any hardcore show, like chances are like you might not even remember any of the songs, but you're like, holy fuck, I got destroyed in this pit. They called me a racial slur in the middle of
Yep.
the song, you know, and you remember that kind of stuff, and
Uh-huh.
it's awesome.
No, like in every hardcore singer, like they're going back and forth on stage.
Well, in hardcore,
They're-
they're probably not calling you racial slurs, but you know what I mean.
and yeah, this isn't. We're not listening to Pantera, folks. We're
Yeah,
listening
goddamn.
to like Tsunami or some shit.
Are you there's a quick side note? Are you familiar with what are they called? Big Ass Truck.
Dude, I'm seeing Big Ass Truck
What?
in October.
Really,
Yeah,
dude?
in October at a music festival, Furnace Fest down in Alabama.
Oh hell yeah!
Big Ass Truck, dude. They're the
I only
shit.
know like I'm Brandon. This is Mike, my friend Mike, the old co-host. Rest in peace. He has to ski tomorrow, so he can come do this. He just recently introduced me to Big Ass Truck. They're the
fun.
fucking boys, dude.
They are. They're so much fun. They're a really good time. It's like them. This has been Kanashi. I hate the sound of car keys. Their music, the voice is really an acquired taste. It's like Knocked Loose, but way worse.
Damn.
Vocally, yeah.
Wow.
But like,
I struggle with Knocked Loose.
yeah, I love Knocked Loose, but
I love it, but-
understand.
Yeah.
But
Not a hater. Just like
it's an acquired taste, 100%.
yeah.
But it's working for him. You know, Grammy nomination and all that.
Fucking hell yeah.
It's just like it's so silly, and I think the fans of it know how silly it is.
Yeah,
but
man.
that's why they enjoy it so much.
For me, that kind of like desire to put on a show and to be entertaining and to make dick jokes and stuff, it was completely instilled in me by fucking Killswitch Engage.
Yeah,
Adam B, dude.
Adam B.
Or Adam
D.
Adam D. Sorry,
Yeah.
Adam B is a guy that's in Rain Havoc.
Yeah.
I call him Adam B because of Adam D.
I mean, he's wearing
Adam Bruno.
He's wearing capes on stage and shorts and and
sweatbands over his head. Like,
he's just a goof,
it's so fucking funny.
and he's an insane guitar player.
Oh, dude. If there was ever going to be a person that could play that intricate fucking prog shit and jump around and make dick jokes, it would be Adam D.
Yep, 100%.
He's the fucking man. But like, that's such like, who doesn't want to mosh and laugh?
Yeah, that's fair.
God damn, that's like perfect.
Like with my stage presence in Reverse the Grin, I write about my life experiences and the life experiences of those around me, and you know it's pretty. I think it's pretty serious subject matter, and I keep my banter as such.
Yeah.
But I do have an appreciation for like the Adam D being fucking stupid, wearing a tiger onesie, just being a total goof the whole time, and even like Killswitch writes about some pretty serious stuff.
Most of it is, I would argue, pretty, yeah.
But he's just so lighthearted about it, and it makes it just that So it's just so entertaining.
And it makes me wonder about the, obviously it doesn't seem like they have any big issues, but I wonder if there were issues like when they first started playing with each other with the personality dynamics, and if like maybe the other guys didn't agree, that maybe they wanted to take the stuff more seriously, and kind of the same way that you're talking about performing. But I think it's like across the board, it definitely is situational. Like that depends on the venue, the songs, the band, and everything. But like, my God, that just hits me so fucking hard. Like I want to hear these like big emotional songs that I love, and like have the guy tell me that like I'm a fat idiot, you know what I mean? At the same time, he wants to see me run in a circle and kill each other.
Yep, and that's the one thing I love about Reverse the Grin is like I'm singing and screaming about like this really serious stuff, and then it's like the next is like, if you guys don't kill each other, we're gonna stop playing.
We will literally go home.
We'll go home. We'll go home. I don't care.
How do you guys? What's the like songwriting process like?
I mean, it's just so fluid and so natural. Like that's the one thing like that made me realize like this is what I have to do, and it has to be with these guys.
You said that it felt very natural, and I was curious because like I've been in shit where it does not feel natural, and instantly.
Someone comes in with an idea, right? Like a riff idea, a drum pattern, a bass line, and we just kind of fill in on top of it, and we kind of we just jam it out for a sec, and we just kind of see like, oh, that idea is super sick, and like, oh. I think everyone in my band is incredibly creative with their craft, and nothing is stale. None of our songs are samey. Everything's really unique but distinctly us. And we just kind of go in and be like, okay, this would be a really cool idea for like a chorus section or a bridge. What can we do to be in just like structurally? How can we make this flow nice? So I'll just start playing something. Giancarlo will just start laying down a beat, and we just kind of continue to build. It's like a Lego set. Good starting point, and then you just kind of build on top of that over time. And then once I think the song is like fleshed out fully structurally, I'll go to like my lyric book, and I'll like, maybe I have an idea that works, or like, okay, this line from this poem I had, I can turn into the lyrics for this song. And then I just kind of...
Do you write lyrics like while jamming?
No, I can't write around people. I write.
Same, dude.
I write in solitude. I isolate myself from my friends, my family. I lock myself away, and I write about,
because you got to get in that like
headspace.
Yeah, I cannot do. Gun to my head, I can probably do some placeholder shit, but it's so fucking hard to do it in the moment. But what about riffs and stuff? Can you is that easier?
I can pull riffs out, because like I'm always, whenever I'm home and I'm not doing like schoolwork or something, I have a guitar in my hand, and I'm always just kind of messing around, and like I'll have an idea, or I'll have something in my back catalog, an idea I had from months ago. Like we have this new song we're working on, and I didn't even realize this until I was going through my old files. The riff that we play is a riff I'd written like back in August that I just totally forgot about. And it was like subconsciously stored.
And then you like write it again, and you're like, damn, this shit slaps.
And that's exactly what happened. And then I'm going through my files the other day, and I'm listening to some of my old demos. I'm like, holy fuck, are you kidding me?
No, fuck.
I sent this, and I sent it to Giancarlo, and I was like, this is crazy. And
lightning struck twice, dude.
So funny that because I wrote like a drum pattern for it.
Yeah.
And it's so structurally similar to what he ended up playing.
Hell yeah! Oh, that's fucking the kismet or whatever. What is that, like destiny?
Yep.
Because that can always. I ask because in the bands that I've been in, and it's just the collaborative stuff. That kind of flow. Sometimes ego gets in the way. Sometimes like you just have different impulses, and so like and it's such a give and take relationship, because like it's a really good opportunity to learn how to like accept. What am I trying to say? It exposes you to like choosing your battles.
Yep, 100%, 100%.
Because you can really believe strongly in like what you want, but maybe
it's not what the band wants.
Yeah, but even still, you're like, but I think this is what's best for the song.
So like the way whenever we have like a moment where like someone plays something like maybe. I don't know. I'm not know if I'm feeling, and that's the one thing I pride myself on with not just myself, but like everyone in the group is we're very receptive to each other's criticism.
That's so important, dude.
And
to not be like get salty.
You know what I mean? If they're not really rocking with the idea for the direction of the song, we're like, that's a cool idea. Maybe we could use that in a different song, but like for what we have going on here, I don't think that's the best direction.
Yeah.
And then we just change it up, and we change it, and it's never caused any kind of tension in the band. We're all very receptive and very open to collaboration.
That's so rare, man.
And I'm blessed to be in the band that I'm blessed.
Dude.
I've been in some pretty shitty bands, and that have never done, like, we never played shows because we couldn't figure out what we wanted to do.
Just get any legs under
Yep.
you. Yeah.
And, you know, going on year 2 of this now and going stronger than we ever had before, full head of steam going into this project we're going to be working on. And we're very excited because just personality wise, we're not just bandmates, we're friends. And that matters a lot. Because I've been in bands with people like, yeah, that's my bandmate. But like when it comes to like these guys, I'm like, that's my brother right there. That is,
dude,
that's my boy.
And I feel like if you can find those connections, I think it makes for such a richer experience and like product. You
It
know
does.
what I mean? 'Cause, like,
It makes
it's
it
so much
more
deeper.
pure. It makes it more personal. It makes you just the general understanding of what you have and how you polish that and make it the best it can be is it's a lot more there. It's more present.
So you guys have this some stuff maybe that might be releasing soon, but like you're all going to school right now.
Giancarlo graduated. Matt's graduating this semester. I'm graduating. I'm graduating next semester.
So what's next?
My drummer said this.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to dig into
No.
drama or anything. I'm just curious.
There's no drama here. It's actually all positive because we've had this conversation not too long ago. And Giancarlo said, he's like, something I've always said to myself is no matter what, I will never let something in life tie me down. I will always chase what I want. And we are
to have that. You guys are so much younger than me. I wish I fucking I wish I had that shit at the same age.
And we're all on the same page. Like no matter what we have to do, we're gonna chase this and chase this dream for as long as we possibly can.
Yeah, man.
And that's where a lot of bands die out is because like they give up and they just
or like other priority. You have a fucking girlfriend and a kid. You know what I mean? Or like
life gets in the way.
Yeah.
But
or like your mom gets sick. You know.
And that does happen. And I think we're all in a position where, you know, if life does happen, we might have to, you know, take some time to step back, but we're never going to give up on this. And if we have to relocate to fucking Boston or San Fran, I think all of us are on the same page of like, if we have to do this, we will do this for what we want to do. And because it's what we want in life. We want this to work.
Yeah, dude. And like putting in the work is the only way to get up, you know?
Yep.
Having like I said before, like having that like collaborative ease of collaboration, I would say is so rare. And then just have people that like are committed in that way and have a shared goal is extremely rare as well. So like, 100%. Dude, I'm stoked on it. I hope you take it to the fucking moon.
That's the plan, man.
But I also think you can. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I got some shit brewing again.
Thank God.
Yeah. That's old material that we've recorded a long time ago. It's Lazarus Vector. It's my first band. Yeah. Not my first band that I've ever been in, but I guess my
first real band.
Yeah. Because we recorded an entire album. Not all the vocals yet, because that was on me. But we're looking into the future of that.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about that shit, because it's the material I really believe in, and I think it's fucking sick as hell. And I also feel the same way that you do now, where I'm just like I could full send. Like why not? Like what else am I gonna do in this life? I might as well at least give it a shot. Like I'll sleep on the couches, dude. You know, I'll play to the empty rooms. I already have. I don't care.
Yeah. You can't be afraid to fail.
Yeah, fuck it.
Because you just gotta pick yourself up by the bootstraps and keep going.
Dude, hell yeah. The only other thing I can think of, going back to banjo talk a little bit, have you ever been to, it's called like Dick's Music Oasis?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been there?
Yeah.
I went there this morning. Really? It's a cool spot. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a very interesting spot.
It's, for anybody that's not familiar, it's, they used to have a big sign out front, and I think they got rid of it, but it said like Dick's Music Oasis, and it was gas, guitars, and guns or whatever, because like a third of the store is a music shop. Actually, it's probably, those proportions aren't probably right, but mostly, you know, guitars, ukuleles, violins, anything with strings. A third is a gun store, like a full ass like rifles, everything, pistols, and then the other third is just like, you know, it's just like a little convenience store. But I went there today with Mike and our friend Jake, and I didn't know this thing existed. It's a 6-string banjo.
Banjo-tar.
What the fuck? How did I not know that existed?
A lot of Canadian bluegrass bands use those. 'Cause
Really?
it's a lot, you don't have to learn how to play the banjo. Just fucking play the guitar with the banjo sound.
Exactly, yeah. And this one in particular was electric. It had a pickup in it, and I played it a little bit, and it's fucking sick as hell.
It's sick as hell.
That one was $1,000, so
Maybe not.
maybe not my first one, especially if I don't know I'm gonna play it. But goddamn, dude, I think I gotta pick up one of those, and we gotta
Do some Bill Murray style
I was gonna
stuff.
say, we gotta hammer
Crank
into the
that
Bill
motherfucking
Murray.
hog.
I'm about to crank my hog right now. Well, dude, thanks for coming on.
Absolutely.
We slammed some claws, slammed some monster, talked about the future, we talked about the past, talked about Godzilla.
Yes, sir.
I don't really have much of an outro, so like, let's fucking go, dude.
Let's go. Great times.
We have your show coming up April 26th. This pod, I promise, will be out before that.
Okay, word.
Because the entire point was to try to be promo for it. And it's gonna be. I love the guys in both of those other bands, Rain Havoc and
they're
Never
great
Fall Apart.
people.
It's gonna be a sick show.
It's going to be a great lineup.
Awesome benefit.
Oh yeah, that's the best part about it is what we're doing and what we're doing it for.
I'll get some fucking ink. Well, I'm a little. Well, I don't know. Earlier I said I feel like I'm not too particular about tattoos. I think the story behind the tattoo is almost more like significant than the tattoo. So
It is.
I'll get some fucking flash, dude.
Let's get some
support a
flash.
Good cause. See the boys. And if you're local, come on out.
Please do. Here's some great tunes.